Welcome, guys. Andrew Crandall. Like, subscribe, please. I am not worthy, but I ask. Thank you. Today we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan. Man. Yeah, Attack on Titan. Crazy show. Attack on Titan just finished the manga. They are going to release a final episode for the anime, and I just finished, or they didn't just finish the manga, but I just finished reading it, and that's why I wanted to talk about it right now in this video. I think that overall, the show was, like, really good. This is just kind of like an overall, like, review. And so overall, I think the show's, like, good. And I think the writing's good and the art's incredible. I would say, like, the ending, guys, spoiler. The ending for me personally was rushed. I think that, you know, having Captain Levi sit there and do this on his chest and, like, salute the fallen survey corps people, soldiers that had passed when he did that. Like, how is that like a closing for him or whatever? Like, what? And then we get Armin and Annie are together, which was cool, but, like, we didn't get a lot of, like, context of anything. Like, it's fine if the main story wants to be Eren, and Eren, guys, just pulled a Lelouch, and he made everybody hate him, but he's kind of a psychopath because he wiped out 80% of humanity to do all of this. Like, I'm not sure if that was the best solution, but it's interesting. It's all interesting. And I think that from a writing perspective, it's really unique when they don't go into a bunch of bullshit and they wrap up the point of the story. I actually do like that. But you cannot rush main characters and their ending. Like, each character, people have a different relationship as the audience with each character you create. Right? So as the author, you have to do a good job to make us remember those last scenes that those people are really doing big things in. You know, we want that last impression to be in our mind, that hypeness to carry on, you know? Like, for me personally, guys, I got a lot more hype out of this series in the earlier stages. You know, we're on the island of paradise, and everything hellish that could happen to these people is happening. But once we find out that there's other people on this other side, it got into a bunch of politics. It got into a bunch of, like, diplomatic bullshit. It was just like Eren. It was also like I'm gonna have to go back and look at some things, and I probably missed some obvious things, whatever. But I was confused as hell when Eren was injured and he, like, talked to Reiner and he was, like, telling him all that stuff, and, like, and then Zeke spiked everybody's drinks, but then Eren, like, didn't want his plan to work, and there was, like, a lot, guys. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily bad that the plot line confuses people. Like, maybe those people confused are just not getting it, stupid, etc. But I do think a plot in general should not be crazy convoluted to the point where people are feeling overwhelmed and feeling like this is out complexing what I'm wanting to put into this. Like, I think it's a valid criticism, you know. Maybe we could dumb it down a little. And honestly, it's like Ernest Hemingway, I think he said, you know, people try to use big words, sound smart, but you could just use smaller words and be more efficient, and that's smarter. Like, you know, maybe we could have been more efficient in the story. And then also, like, it's ironic, right? Because the efficiency comes in at, like, the fucking worst time. Like, if there is efficiency, if we want to call this not rushed, but just efficiency in writing and the storytelling at the end here, like, let's just say somebody's, like, defending it. They're like, no, it's not rushed. It's just efficient. Like, then you misplace your efficiency, bruh. If you want to take a slow, long time, fuck, then take that at the ending. Take your sweet ass time with the ending, where people are like settled down. They're kind of ready to put up with bullshit because they're so satisfied with what they're getting. You know, as writer to audience, you just gotta work that relationship, and I think that they were kind of ignoring that at the end. Yeah. Overall, I actually, besides it being rushed, I overall did not like hate it or anything. I thought that I thought that they did actually a 10 out of 10 job, like, doing Aaron's story and summarizing that. So I do not think that that part was rushed, and I enjoyed that part thoroughly, and that was the part I was in it for, and that was the part they gave all the effort towards. Me personally, you know, I wasn't that upset, but as, like, if someone more professional than me were to, like, review this, or someone with more experience, etc., like, they could just probably pick a couple things apart, like it being rushed, like maybe I'm not even sure if it all made sense because I haven't like backtracked on any of it, like the complexity to it all, you know. I mean, that to me those were the major problems, and outside of that I actually thought it was really, really good. I mean, I know that those criticisms might bother people or whatever, but just comment below, let me know like what you think about Attack on Titan, what it means to you. This story meant a lot to me in the first 2 seasons, first 3 of, I guess, what the first like couple, like 150 chapters probably of the manga, like, is where I was really skimming through pages, but it slowed down a lot for me, and other things started to take priority, and just, yeah, overall, I mean, like, it's an 8 out of 10, right? Like, it's got super solid character development and stuff, but the fact that the ending's rushed, like, can ruin it for people. Classic example, Game of Thrones. Like, Game of Thrones... hold on. Game of Thrones is a classic example of where they rush the ending, and like when people talk about that in a social setting, you're like, oh, have you seen Game of Thrones? No, I haven't seen Game of Thrones. Like, and they get to talking about it, then one of the things that happens is people will say, oh, well, yeah, they rushed the ending, and a lot of people get turned off by that. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. I think that what we have is just a really incredible and beautifully drawn and written story overall, and I don't think that a couple valid criticisms, or I don't think a couple mistakes should ruin the story for you. In my opinion, this ending should not ruin the whole story for you. It was a journey that you should have enjoyed up till now. You shouldn't just bank it all on the end. That's my take. So, Attack on Titan. I will be doing another Berserk video next. And comment, like, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Peace.